Do you want your business to make more money? Ever wondered how your business could reach more customers? If the answer to both questions is yes, then you should know about one of America's greatest marketing tools, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series is the only nationally sponsored and sanctioned program for weekly stock car racing in America and provides tremendous local appeal. Every weekend from spring through fall at more than 90 racetracks across the country, thousands of weekly NASCAR racers entertain millions of race fans who could be your new customers. It's a documented fact that NASCAR race fans are sponsor conscious and prefer to purchase products or services that market through racing. The Winston Racing Series offers a better, exciting way to market your business in a way that delivers results in your hometown. It's also a documented fact that NASCAR fans spend money, big money, more than $100 million last year. There are a number of ways to get measurable sales increases by participating as a sponsor at your local NASCAR track. Let three-time NASCAR Winston Cup champion Darrell Waltrip tell you more about the benefits of participating in NASCAR racing.
Hi, I'm Darrell Waltrip, and winning a Winston Cup championship isn't easy. You can ask Dale Earnhardt or Rusty Wallace or Bill Elliott about that, because on those racetracks are the best race car drivers in the world. Fortunately, a lot of them were prepared for the pressures of the NASCAR Winston Cup Series by racing weekly on the short tracks of America. You have to start somewhere. You don't just climb in a race car and start racing at Daytona. For me, and for most of the guys in the Winston Cup Series, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series was the starting place. About 20 years ago, I was doing some racing at a little track in my hometown of Owensboro, Kentucky. I was winning a lot of races, but I wasn't getting much recognition. I knew if I was going to advance my career, I had to relocate and start racing NASCAR. I did that, and I've never regretted it. Right here at Nashville Motor Raceway is where I got my start in the Winston Racing Series. On short tracks across the country, like this one, drivers learn the trade and eventually move up the ranks to the ultimate, the Winston Cup Series. This track sure brings back a lot of great memories for me.
Today, the National Association for Stock Car Auto Racing is the largest motorsports sanctioning body in the world. NASCAR sanctions the Winston Cup Series as well as 9 other touring championship divisions. But it's at the local grassroots level of racing that drivers get their start. That is the Winston Racing Series, the heartbeat of American racing, the largest and most popular form of weekly racing in the world. NASCAR sanctions more than 90 weekly local racetracks across the country as part of the Winston Racing Series. NASCAR has devised a system for determining 8 regional champions: the Central Region, the Northeast Region, the Mid-Atlantic Region, the Sun Belt Region, the Pacific Coast Region, the Eastern Seaboard Region, the Great Northern Region, and the Mid-America Region.
Thousands of weekly racers in the United States begin a season hoping to win one of those regional championships. But only 8 will, and of those 8, 1 becomes the national NASCAR Winston Racing Series champion. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series National Championship is now the ultimate goal of all weekly racers. Each Winston Racing Series season ends with a lavish awards banquet at the beautiful Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in prize money are given out for the best weekly racer in the world. This banquet merely underlines the importance of Winston Racing Series to NASCAR, to the tracks it sanctions, and to motorsports fans across the United States. How important? Ask NASCAR President Bill France, Jr.
Well, Winston Racing Series provides the farm system for where drivers can get started off the street, you might say, or out of school, or what have you. And where can they grow? And they got to get started. Nobody's going to put a fellow in a $200,000 race car that walks in off the street. So Winston Racing Series is very important from that aspect for drivers that want to go on and make a full-time career of driving in big-time motorsports. On top of that, it's a lot of fun. It's great for the competitors, and it's great for the fans to go out on a Saturday night or a Friday night and enjoy and see their local favorite driver.
At all these tracks in the NASCAR Winston Racing Series, both competitors and track operators depend on businesses in their areas being involved in racing. Whether sponsoring the cars or sponsoring the events themselves, there's a place for you in the NASCAR family. You don't have to be a large corporation to get involved in the NASCAR Winston Racing Series at the local level. Almost any business can become a part of the family and with good results for everyone.
NASCAR racing is unique among sports. It allows companies to get involved with racing at different levels depending on the budget they have allotted and the goals they want to achieve. The modern, aggressive company that chooses stock car racing as a marketing device uses motorsports as a base for a well-coordinated marketing, advertising, and public relations program. Whether the objective is brand awareness, trial stimulation, or measurable sales increases, the Winston Racing Series has a proven record of success. NASCAR racing offers many opportunities for companies to become involved in the Winston Racing Series at the local level. One is the sponsorship of a race team. Obviously, the biggest selling point that NASCAR has over other types of racing is the size of the billboard. Full-sized, full-bodied race cars give the sponsor tremendous display area for their product or service. In addition to exposure, a team sponsorship also affords the sponsoring company a true promotional vehicle through show car appearances and personal appearances by the driver and team.
They can also get exposure through photos of the car that appear in print or on television. Many teams have uniforms made for the pit crew. That's additional exposure through sight and photos. The truck that hauls the car to the track can be imprinted with the company's name, which turns it into a moving billboard, not only at the track, but on the highway every time it cranks its engine.
Many businesses choose to advertise with billboards at their local Winston Racing Series track, or they buy advertising in the track's souvenir program. Both provide excellent vehicles for reaching the thousands of fans which turn out each week for NASCAR action. Another way a company can get involved is by sponsoring an event at the track. This form of involvement is ideal for a company that may want to promote heavily in a given geographic area, thus boosting sales and increasing awareness among their consumers. In addition to capitalizing on the exposure generated by the track as they advertise and promote the event, the company can utilize the event to entertain their customers or employees and make them a part of the action and a special part of NASCAR.
What kind of companies can become involved in sponsorships at local NASCAR tracks? You name it. What can they gain out of it? What can NASCAR Winston Racing Series do for your company? Let's ask some of the companies involved in the Winston Racing Series.
The R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company and the Winston brand have been sponsoring motor racing for over 20 years now. I think our most gratifying sponsorship is the Winston Racing Series, which is the grassroots program of all racing.
Unocal has a 40-year history with NASCAR and with Winston Cup racing, and of course the national media exposure we receive from that is tremendous. But to develop the fans that we need and develop the grassroots interest in our products and our company, we really appreciate the value of the Winston Racing Series. And also our local marketers, distributors get to participate that with the tracks, with the local community, and that's also a benefit to them. Well, it's an excellent way to have your product advertised to the consumer, and we know that the racing fans are very loyal fans, and once they are hooked on racing, they'll be hooked on your products right along with the racing.
National corporations are obviously very pleased with the exposure they get through NASCAR racing.
Gatorade and the Quaker Oats Company is very proud of their involvement with NASCAR. It's been a long-running program. There is no question in our mind that this relationship has become and does for us what it was set out to do, and that is the press product. The bottom line, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that this sports marketing relationship between Gatorade and NASCAR moves product for us, and to put it in our words, NASCAR, no one does it better.
The fan, if you will, really has a loyalty to the products, and also there's great exposure for the products in NASCAR. We thought we'd get the best value for our dollar using NASCAR sponsorship racing.
I'd just like to thank everybody in Winston Racing Series because of the great job they do at the individual tracks. It's hard to believe that every weekend that all of these tracks are operating with the 100 or 200 drivers in the area. And it's just a great program, and NASCAR is to be commended for putting it on. And then all the sponsors that are involved in it. I know the people at Goody's really appreciate everything that's done and how hard they work. And I can assure everyone we will back them every way we can to see that the program continues to grow and to be successful as it has in the past.
Then there are local companies themselves very pleased with the results of marketing through the Winston Racing Series.
Leisure Bowling Center's business has seen tremendous growth in the last couple of years because of our innovative and creative marketing. One of our most successful programs has been our sponsorship of the Winston Racing Series. The fans of racing are very loyal to the sponsors of racing and support leisure bowling centers because we support the Winston Racing Series. There has been a direct correlation between our growth and our involvement with the Winston Racing Series. We at Leisure Bowling Centers look forward to a long and successful relationship with auto racing and the Winston Racing Series.
Obviously, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series has a lot to offer everyone. Last year, nearly 14 million people attended Winston Racing Series events nationwide. The Winston Racing Series has a tremendous appeal to females as they comprise 40% of the audience. 54% of the audience is between the ages of 25 and 54 and is family-oriented, with nearly half having 2 or more children, and most attend the races as a family. 68% earn more than $25,000 a year.
Corporate involvement in the Winston Racing Series is a natural. Race fans view sponsorships as the lifeblood of the sport, with over 80% of them supporting the sponsors involved in their favorite sport. This combination is what makes the Winston Racing Series #1. Loyal fans, corporate support, and wheel-to-wheel racing. The NASCAR Winston Racing Series is an excellent marketplace for sponsors on the local level. I hope you'll get involved and see what it can do for you.